Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to create this beautiful look for Durga Puja. So the festive season is here and I really wanted to try out something different. So here it is, and I really hope that you enjoy this video. Also, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit that bell button so that you are notified of all my new videos. So to prep my face, I'm using the MAC Strobe Cream. This is a beautiful product and it's very hydrating, and it works as an excellent primer as well. So I'm just taking some product on the back of my hand and I'm going to apply it all over my face, and I'm going to massage it well, and I'm also going to give it some time to settle, because it's very important to give some time to your moisturizer or your primer to sit on your skin, because if you don't do that, you won't get a flawless base and your foundation might start separating. Next, in order to hydrate my skin further, I'm going to be using this face mist from Vyam Ayurveda, and this is their Jasmine Face Mist. I absolutely love this product and I love the smell as well. So face mists are actually a great product to get that instant hydration before you start doing your makeup. Next, I'm using this lip balm from Kaya to moisturize my lips as well. It's also important that you keep your under eyes hydrated. Now for me, this is a very important step because my under eyes tend to crease a lot. So I'm using this repair cream from Derma. Now I know that this is not really clear on the camera. However, I'm going to leave the details in the description box below. So I'm just going to take a little bit of product and I'm going to lightly apply it and dab it. Next, I'm going to be preparing my beauty blender, and for this I'm going to spray the LA Girl setting spray on my beauty blender. My beauty blender is already damp, but this is a step that you can follow to make sure that your makeup stays longer. Also, make sure that your beauty blender is damp and not wet. I'm also going to spray the setting spray all over my face before I start with my concealer and foundation, because this is another trick that really helps to ensure that your makeup stays longer, and this is also one of the tricks that a lot of makeup artists follow as well. Now for the concealer today, I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer in the shade Creamy Beige, and I'm taking some of this product on the back of my hand. And I like taking most of the products on the back of my hand first and then applying on the face, because this ensures that I don't apply too much and I apply only as much as required. So I'm applying the concealer on my acne marks and also on the pigmented areas, such as the area around my mouth or the corners of my nose. And I'm not going to use this concealer in my under eye area because this tends to dry my under eye area a little, so I'm going to be using something else for my under eyes. However, for my face, I really love using this concealer. Next, for the foundation, I'm using my favorite Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the shade RW2 Rattan, and this is a very good product and it's expensive, but it's absolutely worth it. I'm again taking some product on the back of my hand. Also, I'm taking very little because as you can see that the concealer has done a really good job. I really like that concealer as it's almost full coverage, and this foundation is also full coverage, and hence I don't really require too much product. I'm also going to use this foundation under my eyes as this is full coverage and it's almost going to cover my dark circles. Next, I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20 Sand, and I'm using this to brighten certain areas on my face. I'm also going to use the same concealer on my eyelids as well, and I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow base. And I'm using my fingers to blend this product, so it's very easy to actually blend any kind of product on your eyes using your fingers. Now I'm again taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, but this is a lighter shade and the shade is 10 Light, and I'm using this on my eyelids because it's a good thing to use a lighter shade on your eyelids because this actually helps your eyeshadow look more vibrant. To set my base, I'm using this translucent HD powder in the shade White from K Beauty. This is one of my favorite products. I'm not going to use it all over my face. I'm just going to use it in my T-zone and around my eyes because whenever I use too much powder, it dries out my skin and I really don't like that feeling. For contour and blush, I'm using this beautiful palette from Sugar Cosmetics and I'm going to use this angled brush. Starting with the hollow of my cheeks, I'm first going to place the product and then I'm going to blend it in a to and fro motion. Always make sure that whenever you're applying contour on your cheeks, you're supposed to be blending it upwards, and whenever you apply contour on your jawline, you're supposed to be blending it downwards. To contour my nose, I'm using this precise blending brush from Nykaa. And I'm going to be creating a straight line like this and blending it downwards. It's very important to blend your contour well so that it looks natural. For the blush, I'm using this blush brush from Nykaa, and starting with the apple of my cheeks, I'm going to blend my blush upwards and into my contour. For the highlighter, I'm using this Master Chrome highlighter from Maybelline, and this is in the shade Molten Gold. This is one of my favorite products again, and I'm using the Nykaa fan brush to apply this on the high points of my face. Now I'm going to start with the eyes, but before that I'm going to give a proper shape to my eyebrows, and for that I'm using this spoolie brush and I'm going to brush out my eyebrows and make sure that they are a little less messy because my eyebrows are really thick and difficult to manage. So I'm not going to be doing much to my eyebrows, but there are a few gaps here and there, and I'm going to be filling these gaps using this eyebrow pencil from Kiko Milano, and this is in the shade black. Now we're going to start with the eye makeup, and for that I'm taking this eyeshadow stick from K Beauty, and this is in the shade Bare Metal, and I'm applying this all over my lid. Next I'm taking the Nikake Under the Sea eyeshadow palette, and I'm taking the shade brown, and I'm going to use this to blend into my crease, and for that I'm using my favorite PAC 260 eyeshadow blending brush. Next I'm taking the Forever 52 Diamond Dusk eyeshadow palette, and I'm using this beautiful shimmer shade, and I'm going to apply this only on the center of my lid. Now I've applied the Nykaa kohl pencil on my upper lash line, and I'm going to smudge this out using a pencil brush. I really like the smudged look of the eyeliner, and hence this is always my go-to look. Now I'm taking the same brown color which I had used on my crease, and I'm going to use this with a pencil brush on the outer corner of my lower lash line. For the mascara, I'm using my favorite Lash Warrior mascara from Flower Beauty. And after I apply the mascara, I'm going to use my fingers to curl my lashes. If you do this, you don't really need to use a lash curler. Also, I'm not really fond of fake lashes because they tend to harm your natural lashes, and that's why I always like using just the mascara. Now there was a little fallout, that's why I'm using a clean dry cotton pad to remove the fallout. This is not really going to ruin any of your makeup. For the lip liner, I'm using the K Beauty lip liner in the shade I'm a Fan. This is a beautiful color and it's perfect for the lip color that I'm going to be using after this. I'm also going to fill in my lips with the same lip liner. Next, I'm using this lip color from Forever 52. This is in the shade Vintage Wine, and this is a beautiful red color, and this is absolutely perfect for the occasion as well. I'm using the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter to highlight the inner corners of my eyes and also my brow bone. I've used the red lipsticks that I had for the bindi and the sindoor because I didn't really have any red bindi at home, but I think that they did a really good job. So here's the final look. I hope that you liked this video and found this tutorial helpful. I'm really happy with how this turned out. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like this video and share it with your friends. Also, share your thoughts with me in the comments below, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye bye.